too worn from battle, thy face too bright to stare at light that gives forth marvels. Now there are 2 points of fact which I will reconcile. The first is the statement of the Lord to our brother Micah, saying, the system of the dragons is the needle, and the needle attacks the brain. And the second statement is that of our brother Neville Johnson, to whom Enoch had said that we must reset the brain each day, thinking nothing for an hour. Some of the dragons had fallen in the great fall, and their system against the humans is the needle. The design of the needle expressly does one thing: it penetrates. It can penetrate and does penetrate. It goes to places in the brain where it ought not to go. The mind of the brain once had a chamber, a room of sorts, a place where thoughts could dance alone, separate. The chamber had a window, the needle pressed through the window into the chamber. I am conceiving, correctly or not, the chamber through the agency or understanding of the Hebrew letter Samech, which may also be conceived of as a circle or a vertical tube. But even if it is a vertical tube, its machinations are dependent on the chamber in the mind of the brain. Before our minds had fallen, we had a mind with a chamber wherein thoughts and thinking were still, a quiet dance, thinking all things rather than thinking in sequence, as it were. After the needle penetrated, the injured mind was overcome by thought after thought, a whole lot of negative thoughts, images, concepts, intruding, and we had all along assumed that they had a place demanding our observation and right inside the chamber. The chamber has now become a sorting out factory, sorting things out. The problem with the contaminated chamber is the problem of singleness of mind, because now the self and its awareness is dispersed, assimilated in thoughts and as random thoughts, and in this regard the scripture from the Lord himself, if your eye is single the whole body is full of light. There is something inside the self, and its awareness which we can call singleness, which leads to singularity, but that is another matter. This singleness of self can be conceived from the view of the letter Samech. When singleness is broken or the Samech is breached, which it is, our inner light and power leaks out and we are pegged into the lower dimension. Because the state of the vertical in the dimensions deems the horizontal. For us in the light of truth the way to restore the chamber and the eye, above, and the Samech, is to heed the advice of ancient Enoch, which is a meditative practice to still the mind for a bit each day. And one last point regarding singularity from the singleness, we think of our brother Joseph Sturgeon, where it was revealed to him 5 pathways of the mind of the brain. These pathways allow us, by our way of thinking, to receive things from heaven. One pathway is peace with life, another is desire with expectancy, and another one, reflecting the above, is focus with singularity. So we see now where singularity comes into play.